Hi, good evening. I'm Abhilash, your UPSC Civil Service Examination mentor. Welcome to today's orientation session. This is a live session being streamed in YouTube. So, my intention is that we have interaction. I have received various questions regarding UPSC Civil Service Examination while you registered on the for the session. Now, my you can see the I want to how will we interact is the question. You can see that in on your right side you have a YouTube live chat. If you have a YouTube live chat, you can uh, you need to have a channel. I mean, you have to just click a button. So in the live chat, you have to you can interact with me in that. Yeah, I've just typed uh, good evening all. So you can see. So अगर आप टाइप करोगे तो it will also come on the chat and I can answer it by highlighting the comment. So I hope now this process is clear when it comes to how do you interact with the mentor. So it's a live interactive session. तो आप अपने डाउट्स uh, I am trying to just reach out to. Okay, irrespective if you're watching it later, you can use the same link to watch the session. Keeping by our time, we will uh, we will focus on today's session. And as I mentioned you that to interact with me, you have to just use the live chat function of YouTube. Okay. So welcome, Happy New Year, and this is the first session, interactive session when it comes to orientation or approach session. And we stand today where most of the UPSC notification for this year, civil service examination, is about to come, and many of you who are gearing up for the exam will now count their timeline as per the prelims examination. So the notification was supposed to come on 14th of January, but it has just got delayed for administrative reasons, and we expect by Monday, Tuesday it will be out uh, finally. So the whole purpose here is what kind of questions are there in your mind. आपके दिमाग में कैसे कैसे questions होते हैं जब आप इस एग्जाम की तैयारी करते हैं. तो इसके इसमें मुझे बहुत सारे क्वेश्चंस रिसीव हुए. तो मैं पहले तो आपको थोड़ी सी आई वांट टू टेक यू थ्रू व्हाट काइंड ऑफ क्वेश्चंस आई हैव रिसीव्ड, वेयर यू विल रियलाइज कि शायद से इसमें नाम किसी और का होगा, लेकिन आपने भी शायद से आपके मन में भी शायद यही इसी तरीके के क्वेश्चंस यू वांट टू आस्क. सो टुडे सेशन इज एक्सक्लूसिव फॉर पीपल हु फील मुझे जीरो से जानना है, मुझे मतलब सर बिगनिंग से बताओ करना क्या है, कैसे करना है. अब दे हैव दिस डाउट दैट what exactly starting from scratch means. There are a lot of information available when it comes to preparation strategy. But when there is a lot of information, we are unable to take a first step. कि पहला कदम कहाँ रखना है ये तो बताओ. So there are so many tips. Everybody has their own perspective. So now today's session is first clearing your clarity in mind कि as a person if I've accepted कि मुझे इस एग्जाम की तैयारी करनी है, आई वांट टू प्रिपेयर फॉर यूपीएससी सिविल सर्विस एग्जामिनेशन, तो मैं पहला स्टेप क्या करूँगा, व्हाट शुड बी माय फर्स्ट स्टेप. The session is designed like that. So I have received questions from across India, and you can, if you can see your name over here is fine. But yeah, what I have done is that I've not bounded anybody to attend it live. They've sent their questions. The session's recording will be shared to them, and they can find it. People are asking questions about if they're in class 12, what how to start. If they're in college, how to start, how to choose optional. They need proper strategy for the exam. There's some need how to approach NCRT. Somebody is asking how to prepare during graduation. Somebody is asking books required. Somebody is asking how to attempt it. Somebody is asking like in second year how do you start. Somebody is asking how do you write notes and do the daily task challenge. Somebody is asking like how can I crack UPSC if I'm a law student. Somebody is asking whether the foundation program is free. Somebody is asking, you know, uh, how do I start, preparation for mains. Somebody asking, this is the number of attempts remaining as per my age. Will I be able to get it? Then somebody is asking, how many years will it take to complete a UPSC journey? Obviously, everybody feels like that कि मैं पहले अटेम्प्ट में कर लूंगी. सपना देखना कि मैं कलेक्टर बन गया कि आईपीएस बन गई, या सरकारी नौकरी मेरी लग गई is very very normal. I mean, it happens when you start. You've not seen the waters, you have not seen the uh, effort line, or you have not seen how much are you aligned. कि आप कितना कर सकते हैं ये आपने अभी तक जाना ही नहीं है. बट आपको मन में ऐसा लगता है यार हम तो कर लेंगे, हमने ये कर दिया, आई एम डूइंग दैट, आई विल डू दैट. तो ऐसे करके आई हैव रिसीव्ड क्वेश्चंस मोस्टली सी साइड कैसे प्रिपेयर करें, स्ट्रेटजी फॉर 2026, एंड हाउ टू स्टार्ट पीपीएससी 2026. Okay, now all of the people, I mean there are more questions, but almost what I have done is ये सारे questions का जो chunk है, the session today is designed with all the slides where these questions have been answered. So rather than answering one on one, I have done is I have given a sequence of मैंने एक सीक्वेंस से ही स्लाइड्स बनाए ताकि आपके सारे सवाल जो है वी आर एबल टू आंसर. नाउ इन द मीन वाइल आप व्हेन यू आर वाचिंग दिस सेशन एंड यू हैव ए क्वेश्चन, आपके मन में सवाल है, तो आप क्या करने वाले हो, अगर आपके मन में सवाल आया आप अपने चैट फंक्शन को यूज करके पुट योर क्वेश्चंस फॉर चैट ऑन लाइव चैट, or the moment you put your questions on live chat, it will come to me also in front. What I'm going to do is I will take while in the whenever I have to interact, I will highlight the question and your question will come on front of the screen like this. ऐसे अगर सवाल आएगा तो when I'm answering your question का answer. Is that okay? That is the process of live interaction. आप अपने मोबाइल फोन से कर सकते हैं, यूट्यूब ही ऐप है. You don't need to have Zoom or anything. And wherever you feel that you have some questions, ऐसा हो सकता है कि मे बी It might take me to come to your answer, like answering you, because मेरा एक flow pattern है. But I will answer you definitely. The whole intention is if you are giving your 30-40 minutes today in this session, when you finish your session, when you finish your session, you should be able to have a clarity of mind that अब मुझे what should be my next step, what I have to do next. While there is lot of information available, but मैंने अभी एक decision ले लिया है from the information that what should be my next step towards preparation journey. Okay. So, so now what happens is हम पहली बार जब first time when we start for UPSC preparation, so either you are in your college or you have finished your college, or you the whole intention is the guidance for UPSC comes from looking at somebody else. या तो आपके आसपास या किसी ने क्लियर किया होता है, या तो आपने मूवी देखी होती है. तो व्हाट हैपेंस इज कि वी टेक दिस थॉट दैट कि मैंने डिसीजन लिया है, ये मैं तो करके ही दिखाऊंगा. मैं एक साल में कंप्लीट कर दूंगा और फटाफट मैं इसका वैसा हो जाएगा, उसका वैसा हो जाएगा. तो दिस काइंड ऑफ वी while we prepare for the journey, we kind of immediately हमारे ब्रेन में ऐसे काइंड ऑफ थॉट्स आते हैं. And then you feel like मैं I would okay, I'll get everything from online, मिल जाएगा, दिल्ली से मंगा लेंगे या whatever you can afford. As per that, your mindset starts talking to you. So today's orientation, I am going to take that risk that irrespective of whatever is your thought line, whatever is your financial position, I am going to only talk from the from the position that कि अगर आपके पास, if you have nothing, you only have the willpower, you have the capability to sit and study, and you have the capability to learn from your failures. तो आप क्या कर सकते हैं from that? Okay, I'm not talking about coaching चाहिए, कितना फीस चाहिए. I'm not talking all on that lines. मेरा ये मानना है कि had if there would have been so सब अपना मेहनत लेते हैं, whoever is affording whatever. But what I'm trying to say, if there would have been one possible way, तो सब उसी रास्ते को फॉलो करते हैं और हम ये एग्जाम बड़ा क्लियर हो जाता. बट ऐसा है नहीं. यूपीएससी मे बी अनप्रेडिक्टेबल टू मेनी ऑफ द एस्पिरेंट्स. जैसे आप रिजल्ट जब निकलता है, लोगों के फीडबैक आप देखते होंगे, इंस्टाग्राम में लोग रोते हुए दिखते होंगे, सो मेनी थिंग. बट द रियलिटी इज सच, इट्स अ वेरी नैरो सक्सेस गेम. वो हमें पहले भी पता है. When you're going to give this exam, we know the success rate is 0.04%. तो हम वो जानते हुए कर रहे हैं. तो अगर आप उस लेवल तक अपने आप को नहीं उठा पाओगे, या आप टॉप 1000 में आपका नाम आएगा, तो आप फिर रोने से तो कुछ नहीं होगा. आपको मेहनत करना पड़ेगा उस टॉप 1000 में आने. तो ये जानते हुए भी हम वी आर गिविंग, दैट्स व्हाट आई एम सेइंग. सरप्राइज नहीं है रिजल्ट का आउटकम. आपको पता है सक्सेस इज बैड, बट हम अज्यूम करते हैं कि हम तो कर लेंगे. तो today whoever is watching, I would if you're watching live, तो आप लिख लें आप कौन से स्टेज में है, बिगिनर है, स्टार्टर है और वर्किंग. यू कैन यूज द chat function to help me know that. I assume the kind of audience I have right now is either starting for 2026, 2027 और 2028. और मतलब उनको थोड़ी सी लाइक कैसे सिलेबस क्या है, बुक्स क्या है, दे आर लाइक स्पेल बाउंड बाय सब कुछ. व्हेन यू आस्क कि सर इसका सिलेबस क्या है, भाई सब कुछ पढ़ना पड़ता है, एवरीथिंग अंडर द सन. देयर आर पीपल हु टॉक दिस वे, एंड यू गेट मोर टेंस्ड. भाई ये क्या बात है, इतना सारा कैसे पढ़ेंगे, कैसे होगा. फिर जो होते हैं दूसरे जो मेरे को सुन रहे होंगे, पीपल हु हैव गिवन द प्रीलिम्स, पिछले साल दिया हो गया, उससे पहले दिया होगा, तैयारी ठीक नहीं थी, मैं तो एग्जाम को जान रहा था, और ये बहुत सारी चीजें उनके मन में होंगी जब उन्होंने एग्जाम दिया. बट रियलिटी में उनको समझ में आएगा, आता है कि कितना डेप्थ है यार, मैं वहां तक पहुंच पाऊंगा कि उसके लिए क्या तैयारी चाहिए. हाउ अनप्रेडिक्टेबल थिंग्स आर. कुछ लोग तो ऐसे होते हैं जो बहुत अच्छा पढ़ने के बाद भी प्रीलिम्स क्लियर नहीं कर पाते. तो पढ़े क्या, पढ़ाई ही सब कुछ है, वेयर व्हाट वेंट रॉन्ग वी डोंट नो. एंड देयर आर थर्ड काइंड ऑफ कैटेगरी ऑफ एस्पिरेंट जो वर्किंग प्रोफेशनल होंगे या फुल टाइम स्टूडेंट होंगे या मैरिड होने के बाद फिर दे रीस्टार्टिंग देयर करियर बाय प्रिपेयरिंग फॉर दिस एग्जामिनेशन. तो सबका अपना अपना जर्नी है टुवर्ड्स प्रिपेयरिंग दिस एग्जाम. If you identify any of them, then please, you can write in that. Yeah, like that. So coming as you are beginner, I will take things. I'm assuming that you are aware about this, but still I will talk about it. That this is a three-stage examination. You in your public service examination, civil service examination. First stage is prelims examination. It is a screening stage. And second stage is mains examination. It is a pen and paper traditional exam type stage, which is the most critical stage because it is this stage marks which decides whether you will be in the interview and whether your overall merit also stands on this stage marks. And then comes, if you qualify that, your interview stage, and the interview stage basis on which uh, your name comes in the final list. Now, this is progressive, that at every stage elimination happens, and as I told you, uh, it is not about how much you are scoring. It is also from the way that what is the number of vacancy. This exam is not about academic excellence, but this exam is all about the number of vacancy you have in the government for the particular post, and then accordingly they take the number of people for interview. For example, if there is thousand number of vacancy, then they will take 12 to 13 times people from prelims examination. That is around 13,000 people will qualify prelims. So it is not necessary that your study is only the factor. They see from the top how many 13,000, wherever is the 13,000 number ends, that is the people they qualify. After mains is given, they will select only 3,000 people for or three times the vacancy for interview. So that one position, three people are fighting. So from 13,000 people who are giving mains examination, only 3,000 are selected for interview. So the interview list will come from the every. I told you for every position, three people are fighting. So like that, when the final list will come, only 1,000 people because the vacancy is that much, and plus 50 to 100 for backup. That is reserved list. That is how the result comes. So it is not necessary that if you have studied everything that you are going to talk. No. UPSC has its own way of finding candidates and creating the merit list. So they follow that. Okay. Now comes to the beginners. What is the beginner's challenge? Beginner's challenge is the first 30 days. You yourself can understand which track you have taken. First thing is overload of information. पहला 30 दिन. The moment you start, everything you learn about UPSC, you start watching it. YouTube खोला, YouTube में so many aspirants, so many experts are there, so many stories about UPSC, how to do this, that, can I do in 5 months? There will be clickbait, like complete UPSC syllabus in 3 months. These kind of things. Is it possible? All that thing. So you feel like, okay, maybe they tell you, trick, never get any questions wrong. Right? MCQs 100% right. How I eliminated, how I these kind of questions thumbnail about clearing UPSC and things like that. And mind is such that it looks for shortcuts. So immediately what happens is your brain will think, let me watch this video, I'll get something extra knowledge. So then what happens is you realize that you're every day watching something, too much of extra knowledge, without even starting, you're thinking of doing the final thing. Then there are people who are unable to, they have started the syllabus, but they don't know, they have not yet chosen the optional subject. Okay. They feel नहीं, let me first clear prelims, उसके बाद optional देखेंगे. पहले prelims का तो पढ़ाई कर ले, general studies. Now this is a very challenging thing because your option is a very very key element, and if you are very clear with what is your optional going to be, your entire preparation strategy, and when do you add optional to study and how do you enhance your optional preparation is dependent on. Third is having, when you prepare immediately, learning from lot of toppers talk. A lot of podcasts is there. A lot of uh, books, magazines are there. Various toppers come and tell their story. So we start to identify ourselves like them, and we feel that that whatever they are saying, we will do it, and things will not start, start happening for them also. And we blindly follow, and later we realize that okay, it was his story, or it was her story, her struggle, her motivation. Maybe it is not suitable to me. But what has happened by then? By then you have lost time, and then time becomes critical because exam dates are not changing. Your preparation time is changing, but exam dates are fixed. Then is you do not know like आज पढ़ना क्या है, what you have to study, what you are targeting to complete. You are unable to clearly strategize that what is the purpose you are sitting with books, what you are clearing. This is these are certain first 30 mistakes, first mistakes which happen in the first few days when you start, preparing. And biggest and challenging word which I say is attention span. Attention. In fact, many of you might have even left the YouTube live because feeling that कि पता नहीं क्या जल्दी जल्दी बोलो, the anxiety is such. The attention span is less. So now with this, before I move forward, uh, uh, I would like to talk about like why you would be thinking who is this person? Why should I hear him or her? So I am Avinash. I have qualified this exam in 2008. 2008, and I was a reserve list. So during that time, there was uh, two optionals, and I had geography and public administration as optional. As a part of mentoring, I was a faculty with IS Gurukul New Delhi in 2014 and 16, and I was also a contributor in the Vision IS, one of the top uh, organization in the civil service preparation. And then I have been a part of, you know, uh, I have had my own government career stint as well. So I was a Group A officer with Ministry of Labour and Employment Government of India, and I was a part of National Career Service. Then I've had the opportunity to serve in Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship, and also Ministry of Commerce, and various roles. But all of them were directed towards making the Indian youth employable. It was about uh, you know aligning industries requirement with India's vision, and how to make Indian youth employable uh, was the objective, and how to creating the pathway of industry led employability in for the emerging area of work. So I have been in that space, and what I feel is after like having my career, what I realized that our Indian youth, the first 5 years when they complete their graduation, they are they are actually give their time towards preparing for government jobs in the aspiration of being finding it more stable and finding it more recognizable in the social pedagogy, and which is fine. And but because the number of jobs are limited, not everybody gets the seats, and there are so many other factors which decide whether you will get the job. But that doesn't take away the talent, that doesn't take away the capability of a person. So irrespective of that, when the government job stint is over or preparation for that is over, they find it very difficult to restart or become aligning to a career like with that. But today's India is in a different position. It is not just dependent on the job market through government, but the job market is open to private sector, open to self-employment, and so many other ways where your capability can be utilized. But uh, leaving that apart, the first and foremost thing is to see when we have aspired for certain objective like civil service examination, how do we give our best or turn ourselves so that we are our name features in the final list. So with that intention, I initiated this Elevate IS. It is a mentor-led self-study platform. It is not a coaching institute. So here, your self-study is boosted by guidance of mentor like me. So that is about me, and I would now take forward the session like what exactly are the motivation source of Indian youth about UPSC examination. So most of the time, I have seen that in the last uh, 5-10 years, especially after COVID, many people who have come to preparation are inspired by various movies or various web series who are talking about uh, the aspirant's life or about UPSC. And then the various social media kind of highlights, the power of IPS, ISK entry and things like that, which gives a, goosebump kind of a feel that ye kuch hai alag, like that. So that kind of is one of the this thing. So there have been various stories of toppers which comes during the result time, which inspires again a lot of people to take up, irrespective of how they have or which economic cycle they come from. So you see such news and get inspired. And so these are the news which I'm sure आपने पहले देखा ही होगा. So this they not just inspire you, but also make you feel that it is possible actually. But coming forward to what Elevate IS or my approach stands for, first of all, we stand for aspirants, not for the hype. यहाँ वहाँ का story नहीं. As a process of my principle, we do not endorse any candidate success as our outcome. आप कहीं पोस्टर वोस्टर में से देखोगे नहीं कि सारे कैंडिडेट्स का नाम लिस्ट रैंक लिखा हुआ है या आवर टॉपर्स, ऐसा कहीं कुछ नहीं. And but definitely we allow them to talk about their podcast में आते हैं, और may not necessarily my student, but to inspire users or a future aspirant. So we are here not as a coaching institute but a shadow for you uh, in your UPSC journey. And what I feel, UPSC exam is just it's not the end of the life or life goal. It is just a platform, and where you can serve your purpose in a larger way. But life itself is such bigger platform and an opportunity to grow and evolve, and there are so many ways to contribute meaningfully. So I would one way, yes, हम when we have taken a decision हमें एग्जाम देना है तो फोकस तो रखना ही है. बट देन इतना साल कभी इट्स नॉट नेसेसरी दैट यू गेट थिंग्स आप बिल्कुल मायूस हो जाए, बिल्कुल नहीं. लाइफ हैज मच मच बिगर एंड मच मच बिग अपॉर्चुनिटी. तो हम जब ये खत्म हो जाता तो वी लुक फॉरवर्ड फॉर व्हाट आर द अदर बिग थिंग्स इन लाइफ वी कैन. So, why this mentorship is different, or approach to Elevate Eyes is different is, first of all, you are learning from somebody who has actually navigated the UPSC journey, और सारा चीज सारा aspect of the exam जिसने किया है. और then I have, apart when it comes to aspirants way of looking, तो 2014 से मैं इस फील्ड में हूँ, तो I have interacted with multiple candidates, aspirants at various stages of given this exam. सेकेंड दैट rather than एडवाइस करने से ज्यादा हम क्या एक्शनेबल आइटम कर सकते हैं, वी टॉक इन दैट लाइन्स. सो कमिंग फॉरवर्ड, गोइंग फॉरवर्ड as beginners session, so let's understand what exactly the civil services exam is catering to. It is catering to the career of a bureaucrat, and there are multiple services जिसकी jobs हैं जिसके लिए आप इस एग्जाम के थ्रू क्वालिफाई करते हैं. First is all India services like IAS, IPS, Indian Forest Service. Prelims is same but mains is different. Here you are serving both central and state government with nationwide jurisdiction. Then there are central services, Indian Revenue Services, Indian Foreign Services, audits and account, and other services under the central government. And then there is state civil services, state police services like DANIX and other state level this thing, which through this exam only they qualify. So this exam के through around 19 services depends upon the notification. Around 19 to 20 services they qualify for this jobs in these areas. And why is civil services as a career or as a job profile important? Number one, this is all the civil services are considered as architect of nation. They are the ones who are they serve the critical link between government and citizens, translating policies into tangible benefits, or called grassroots administration. And they are the ones who influence the national policy and lead crucial initiatives. So when it comes to preparing for this examination, you will come against time and again many times setbacks that आप पहले attempt में नहीं दूसरे attempt में नहीं. But what happens is, if your purpose is very clear, if your objective is very clear, you learn from your mistakes, you improve at every attempt, definitely you reach your goal uh, like that. So this is, I take a 2 minutes break. You can put it in the chat. What you have any doubts and questions, we can talk from that. I can see that only one person, and he's also very restless, typing so many things. So if you have any questions as such, you can definitely write on the chat. Okay. So what makes UPSC very different? UPSC Civil Service Examination very different. Number one is your unique calendar cycle. That every year, first of all, the exam happens every year. You might have also seen your state civil service examination. हर साल, every year they do not do the recruitment. There's so erratic gaps. There is so many stay over the examination. It is not guaranteed that if you give the exam, your recruitment will be also complete. अभी तक 2014-15 का रिक्रूटमेंट अटका हुआ है. But UPSC is only place where, at least what I can say, since 1979, every year, Kargil war also happened, COVID also happened, every year UPSC exam happened. They never cancelled any year. Every year notification happened. Every year it is, I feel, the most fairest forum, fairest board in this country, in a democratic nation, where the opportunity is given every year for every batch, without such legal delays or anything which denies opportunity to people. The UPSC is very, very strong when it comes to, at least what I've seen, observing since last, 20, 25 years. Never has been a year where UPSC has given any excuse कि इस साल exam नहीं होगा. May it be war, may it be disaster, UPSC has been delivering. And entire calendar is such now you can know that when the notification happens, when so they publish it in the UPSC calendar. Like this year, I told the notification is supposed to come in this days 14, 15, 16, any of the day. The prelims date is already final. It is on 24th May 2026. Some 130 days are there now. And even mains date is also, we are aware. It is on 21st August 2026. So you exactly know when is what exam. The result will come and you know the next exam date. Already. You know it already, irrespective of your giving or not. So you know there's no unpredictability on this part. You have to prepare, you have to prepare. Then there is attempt cycle. There is opportunity of attempt given as per your category. And then we all know the success ratio. The success ratio is very stringent. But then that is the reality. Before I take forward all this session and question, what I because after this it is all about question and answers kind of a thing. I want to say that self study is the core of preparation. What I have seen that uh, what are the five things that any toppers or any person who cracks the exam has with them. First is topic list covering the syllabus. Second is the book list from where to study. Third is they are part of test series for practicing MCQs. Fourth is they are part of test series for answer writing, mains answer writing, and essay and optional. Fifth is they are updated on current affairs through any program or through on their own. These are the five aspects which, as an aspirant, one has to focus when it comes to cracking the exam. So, but what are the values? The values are consistency is the key. Days will come, you may not have time. Days will come where you have studied the entire day. Many things will happen. But what doesn't matter कि एक दिन कितना ज़्यादा पढ़ लिया ना, कि एक दिन कितना कम पढ़ लिया, no. What matters is for last 90 days, you're every day you're studying inch by inch. Your consistency is focused. Then you have to stay motivated. There will be so many things around you, so many things going on. Life is always happening. But if you have taken the decision, मुझे ये करना है, you have to stay motivated. Adapt and evolve because this is a long term. This thing a 15-month cycle generally है इसे कहते हैं. Things will change. अचानक कुछ changes आएंगी, अपडेशन आएगा. You cannot be saying कि नहीं नहीं ऐसे कैसे हो सकता है. अब मैंने तो ऐसे तैयारी की थी. You can't say that. You know, so you have to adapt and evolve. And finally, that so many ups and downs. Every moment there will be self doubt. Am I doing the right thing? Did I take a right decision? My friend has gone to US, America, or my somebody is getting married, somebody are enjoying their life. What am I doing here? Sitting in front of book, laptop, NCRT. Is this the life I wished for? So you will have self-doubting question every moment, every second of this preparation. But the key is believe in yourself. If your confidence goes off, nobody can change it. Nobody can bring it back. So you have to believe things will change, things will, around you there will be so many factors changing and world will be changing. But you have to stick to the decision which you have taken. I am going to give a hardcore, full preparation attempt for this examination. So believe in yourself is the key. So now here is what the strategy I feel or the step one, what everybody or anyone who is with so much information loaded, how they start. पहले दिन करना क्या? What am I going to do after this session? What is that I will start doing? And what will maybe I will be starting tomorrow onwards. First and foremost, few things which is non-negotiable is NCRT. You have to prepare for NCRT from class 6 to 12th. Not every book, but yes, books relevant for this exam. Then reading a newspaper. It is people will say आप skip कर लो ये कर लो, but let's be very traditional. Newspaper is the first way of getting information, not online feeds, but reading a newspaper, articulated newspaper. So people who are giving this examination 2027, 2028, 2029, please initiate your habit of reading any newspaper. The Hindu is considered was best, but I would say no, why to take that burden? You any newspaper, any English daily, if you're preparing the exam in English. Then making notes from information. When you're reading newspaper, while you're looking at some new, information, which you feel is aligning with your syllabus, you have to see your syllabus notes you are making. You have created a file where you're making your notes or keeping your notes. And then uh, as the UPSC says, what they're looking at somebody well informed in events happening across his surrounding, a well informed citizen. So you see what is happening around you, are updated about it, and maybe uh, it can be the geopolitics of world, it can be the geopolitics of your own state or district, or some scientific invention. which is going to impact the mankind, things like that, which can be very curious enough for you to know. So these are certain things, that attitude you have to be and build your foundation program. Then second phase is, once you have mastered the NCRT as the primary source of information, you are now going to increase your knowledge through standard books. And I have given a PDF list of standard books for this examination for various toppers who have listed. So you can go through that, or you can have your own. But one book, which is very is information to cater to your information. Then how, once you're preparing, you also have to see every day, every night, that where do you stand, कितना पढ़ाई कर रहे हो, कहाँ खड़े हो. Joining a test series is imperative. A test series will help you stay in the goal. Overload लगता है, so many tests, 50 tests, 100 tests for so many weeks. It sounds so big, but then I must tell you that even if those programs are very big, every week you have to see where how much you have contributed towards your goal. In every week, you need to include a lot of study material, lot of note making material, and also tests. And then comes, aligning yourself towards the UPSC standard of, answer writing and things like that. And that happens through various modes. So these are the three stages of preparation. I hope it is very clear. So if I have to summarize, कि मुझे पहले ही अटेम्प्ट में यूपीएससी क्लियर करना है, तो योर फोकस शुड बी दैट यू मास्टर एनसीईआरटी, डेवलप न्यूज़पेपर रीडिंग कैपेसिटी, create smart notes, practice regular tests, and maintain your health and discipline. Moving forward, because we have another 15 minutes with us. So, if you have, I still say, if you have any questions or whatever questions I have received, I put it in the slide and I will quickly run through it. Now, I hope you're very clear on what are the challenges and how to start for UPSC. So something myth about UPSC. Many people think that it is only for super intelligent. You need 12 to 14 hours of study. It requires expensive coaching, and it is all about memorizing fact. But truth is not like that. It is about consistency. I spoke about it. It is about quality of study rather than quantity, and it is about strategy than just random hard work. And it is not about memorization. It is actually approach to life. Second is what UPSC is actually testing. It is testing your basic understanding, your decision making ability, your way to read and comprehend, because you're going to be an officer in civil services, and your all the knowledge, all the information is coming through written files. So if you don't have the approach of how to grasp from written files information as faster, you are not suitable for the service. So that's why the exam is prepared that line or that structure. And then your mental stamina and discipline. It is not every day is same, first of all, but it is your preparation also makes you feel your own personality changes in the whole 5 4 5 years of preparation. The way you are and the way you are, because if you have to go to government services, there has to be a certain kind of personality. which can manage the kind of stress, which can manage the kind of deliverable given to them. Imagine if you don't have that kind of thing, your health, you are going to suffer uh, serving in the government. So hence, UPSC preparation also makes you very, disciplinarian and very highly, you pursue the goal. You actually give lot more than what you thought you have. As far as I understand, there are three ways of approach towards preparation. One is coaching centric model. See, everything is perfect. There is no one way. I told you, but these are the ways you can prepare. Then pure self study without any guidance, and then mentor led self, where a mentor kind of me helps you as per your personal, time and things, helps you design your UPSC preparation. Everything has their pros and cons in coaching. As you have advantages are like, systematically one curriculum is given and classes are designed which helps you to complete your preparation in some certain time frame. Similarly, the challenge in coaching institute is that you are sitting in between 200 300 people. There's no personal connection, and as it is also costly. In self study, the challenge is it is directionless. There's no feedback. You don't know which way you are heading out. And after a certain time, the first failure itself tells you, "Bhaiya, ab zuban nahi ho." So it is not about cost. Also, many times people think ki, poor cost, and even if you give free program to anybody, which the way I've done, I've seen the continuity is very poor. Dropouts are very poor because they do not interact with mentor. They don't prepare in a direction what they're heading towards, and that creates a kind of, I don't know, uh, non-interest to pursue this. So I always focus because even my uh, platform is about that mental-led self-study. Here, your time, your decision, how you are going to prepare, your own condition. Your mentor interacts with you and provides you what kind of direction, what you is best for you, and then accountability of tracking your progress also happens. So UPSC is an individual journey, but mentoring personalizes it without making you depend. Okay, so this is where I recommend. Now coming to the right question, which is figuring in your brain that from today, if how many whatever is the time remaining, question is can you clear prelims 2026 if starting now? See, for I will say this as yes, but there is a rider. You have to do things repeatedly. You have to do things completely focused. Only then you can clear prelims. See, I have written clearing prelims, not the exam altogether. Prelims as a stage you have to clear. So what exactly it takes? What are the riders? See, first of all, your daily study habit. You have to give more than 6 hours per day. You have to focus on your basics. And then you have to practice from MCQs. As I mentioned, revision is the key to success. Without revision, without disciplined revision, you are, with every revision, you increase your chances of clearing the exam. So at least that should be the number. My experience says if you do 15,000 questions, separate different questions in GS paper 1 and around 10,000 in CSAT in the next 3 months with around 3 to 4 round of revision of your 70% of the syllabus, your prelims is, you usually come to the cutoff where you are qualified for writing mains. This is the statistics. I will say in 3 months you have to target around. But also, when people fail, although they don't share the reason, but most of the time, what I have observed is They focus on reading rather than writing anything. No practice. And then in revision system, they feel that only reading the underlines will help, but they forget the logic and many things around it. Then they ignore CSAT. अरे मैं कर लूंगा इसे qualifying है it overconfidence skills, and they do not actually analyze their performance or reading element where they find out a weakness and then work towards improvement. There have been questions on how to what is the roadmap for people who are giving this exam in 2027 and 2028. I've kind of put it in front. Uh, so their books are very important, and I've given the list also which to purchase. Syllabus list also I've given in your WhatsApp if you can see, and in the description of YouTube also you will see the links are there. So these are the prelim syllabus and then main syllabus. So I hope now you have syllabus with you. Books we have to start with, NCRT links with you, and you have also enrolled for GS Foundation program. So GS, now I'm talking about this people who have enrolled for the free GS Foundation program by daily email. It's a 400 days, 15 months program on which a daily email comes with a topic about which a video lecture is there, notes are there, and source of content is given, and practice PDFs are given where you can practice your questions and revise. And then I am available for doubt clearing session. One is directly through WhatsApp, second is through monthly second Tuesday sessions. So this program is nowhere in the country, and this is for English medium, not for Hindi medium, unfortunately. The English medium will find it very, very helpful for them to align their preparations. GS Foundation program. Okay, this is a 400 days program. So people who are going to attempt in 2027, 2028, they are the best, people who can benefit from it. But people who are going attempt in 2026, they also will continue to have structured preparation from class 6 onwards. Apart from that, they need to add on test series and various other, to enhance their preparation journey. 2026 attempt. See, if you have not yet enrolled, you can see in the explainer in the description how to enroll. You have to go to the website, and I'll just show you. This is the website. So here you know the test series and interview program. This is the free workshop. This is how you enroll for the program. This is the form. You upload your this thing and click submit. Join now. Then there is a link which goes to validate your email ID. You open the spam box and click it, and your subscription is enrolled. With that onwards, it starts. So you can check your website, check my website for various things, and there is the ebook section as well. where you will get lot of syllabus-wise e-books, small practice books, which helps you prepare for preparation. For example, this is current affair. So most of the information about this program and how it is going to enhance your UPSC preparation journey is already available on the website. You can find out which is relevant to you. So this is how you enroll. When there is test, people who are giving prelims this year, I would encourage to align the test series program. That will help you give the reality check and a time bound revision as well. Uh, Apart from that, in your journey, you might need mental approach many times. So there is one-to-one counseling session also available. You can go to my website and block my time where with your doubt and challenges where we can work personalized sessions as well. And it's online. So these are how the question comes कि note कैसे बनाना है. So it is mentioned over here. Then so how to use AI. You use AI for actually you don't make them into as a brain. Okay, you use AI for clarity of concept where it will help you and structurally answer structuring and all things like that. But if you over depend on AI, the skill is to make your brain exercise or your brain relevant for to such top positions. So if AI is going to do that, then why is it required for this exam? Don't replace your thinking own originality with AI. Don't trust all the information which AI is dropping on. A lot of time there is garbage, and don't just blindly, say AI here to somebody or right over. Not like that. Always, um, when it comes to question, well, I also use AI to create questions, so you can also do that, and that way you save time. Every week there has to be a revision time. You need to know that whatever you have studied for the week, you should be able to revise. So the final message is about UPSC. UPSC rewards patience, and if there is inconsistency, you immediately feel it as the result, and it is having a clear plan and clear action item rather than just motivation like I want to prepare for the exam. So it is about consistency. You follow the process, you will definitely clear and reach the stage. You have to start small, you have to build gradually. Just slowly focus on your consistency that it's settled. Do not compare with what world is are doing and where you stand. It will definitely be a amazing uh, preparation journey for you. So if I have to close the session today now, I would say that yes, it is not exactly tough, but your unstructured preparation makes it much tough. But when you have clarity, direction, and roadmap, especially for beginners, I'm talking, you are definitely feeling more confident with each day passing at how you're prepared. With this, I close my session today. You have any question, put it over chat. All the information is there in the session, in the description of YouTube, how to reach out to me. And any queries, we can have discussion. So your doubt or any thought about UPSC exam, I hope, is now clear, and you will be focusing on how to deliver or how to prepare to qualify the paper. With this, I would like to say my best wishes, all the best, and all the people who are gearing up for Prelims 2026. Create your own timetable, follow it, stay consistent. All the best. Thank you.